So our inquiry task today is to talk about a learning curve or an emotion curve. And we're going to pretend that this blue line along here is a standard day. Nothing exciting's happening, nothing really bad or anything like that is happening. It's just a normal day. It's not good or bad. And now we're going to have a look at what maybe a bad day might look like, okay? So let's pretend this is going to be us and pretending about our day. So we've had our morning, it wasn't too bad, got to school, did some work, wasn't too hard, pretty happy. And then we hit a problem, okay? One of our friends has said something that's maybe not so nice to us, or maybe we get told that we're going to be doing a test and we're a bit worried or a bit anxious and we go, oh my goodness, I can't do it. Okay, and we go down below this line. Okay, so this is kind of like our happy area. And this is maybe like our little sad or our worried area or not so positive area. Okay. And we get down to the bottom here, and this is pretty much as low as we could possibly go. And we think, oh, my friend was really mean to me, and they're right, I'm not a good friend, and they called me silly, and they're right, I'm definitely silly. Or it might be, oh, Mrs. Wiley or Miss Money or Miss Mackey is giving me a test and I'm not ready and I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to answer any of the questions, okay? So this is what we call self-talk. Now this is negative self-talk, okay? We're going to put a little negative sign here and a little positive sign up here. Our negative self-talk is what gets us down, all the way down here at the bottom of our curve. Okay, so we think that maybe we're not good enough. All right. Other people's opinions are true. We're not going to be able to do it. Okay, so we can't do it. All right, and we don't want to stay down here. We want to get all the way back up into that positive area. So we're going to have to think of some things that we can do to help us bring this back up like this, okay? So having a little think, what are some strategies maybe we could use to help maybe relax us and remind us that we can do these sorts of things, okay? So we're talking about this little section here. We don't want this sad part. We want to be able to get all the way back up to the top here. So we could do some things like our belly breathing, okay? Our belly breathing. Okay, that's going to help us calm our bodies. We could also decide maybe we want to go for a little walk. Okay. We might decide, you know what, I'm just going to do a little bit of some drawing. Okay. And all of those sorts of things help calm our body so that we are ready to get back up in there. Now, there are other things that we can do as well to help us keep going up. And that's what our activity is for today. So I like to think of what we call positive self-talk. And when I get down into this part and I've done some breathing and I've relaxed my body again, I say, you know what? I'm going to make this the best day I possibly can, because I've decided that just this tiny little moment isn't going to ruin my whole day. And one thing that I like to do is find some quotes, or sometimes I just write little notes to myself. And that's what you guys are going to do for your activity today. So what I'm going to do is like slide across over here, because look, I've done some already for us. Okay, so I've already written down that, I could take some breaths. That's going to help me get back up into the top part here. But I've also done some little reminders for myself. Okay, so remember to look for the positives. Just simply enjoy your day, keep on smiling, and you are special. Now, these aren't the only ones that I think of. There's heaps and heaps of quotes that I've found on Pinterest or other people have said to me, and I've really enjoyed them. And they help me get all the way up here and stay positive and keep in that happy part of my learning and emotional curve. So your activity today is to have a think of some things that you might be able to tell yourself to help you get out of that really sad part down here. Okay, so I put them on sticky notes. You are more than welcome to write them into your book. Use lots of colors, make them look exciting. Okay, that I always find color and making things look pretty gives me some positive motivation to do really well. But I've stuck mine on sticky notes. So if you have some sticky notes, you might like to write some of yours on sticky notes. And what I do with my sticky notes is I stick them around my house. So at any point in time, I might go and open a cupboard, or I might go to the bathroom and there'll be one on the mirror. Sometimes I use my whiteboard markers and I write the actual quote on the mirror, and I'll leave it there all week just to remind me that things are pretty good and I've got to look for those positive things. And the more I do my positive self-talk, the happier I am. So especially in a time like this where maybe we're at home a lot and it does get a little bit hard, and you've probably got activities that are putting you down into this part where you think, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. Remember, we can do some of our strategies, okay, to bring us back. And then maybe you can do some of your positive self-talks to help you just push up further over the line. So again, your activity is to write down some quotes or some positive things that you could say to yourself in a situation to help you get back up to the top into the happy area. And if you want to write some on some sticky notes and stick them around your house for yourself and all your other family members to see, feel free to take a picture. I would love to see some of those.